Hi everyone, this is the 6th grade lesson 18 worksheet. So a factory produces 275 toys each day. How many toys are produced in 14 days? So 275 toys in 14 days. To get the total amount of toys you want to multiply, so you would do 5 times 4, which is 20. 7 times 4, which is 28, but you want to add the number that's on top of here, so 28 plus 2 is 30, and then 4 times 2, which is 8, and 8 plus 3 gives you 11. And now for the second row, I'm going to put another 0 here because you want to shift your numbers down a place, or you want to shift your numbers because you're technically multiplying 10 times 5, but you're putting it as 1 times 5. So that's why you would put the 0 here. 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 7 is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2. And if you were to add all of these numbers going right to left, you would get 3850, which is A. Now, number 2 says a gallon of water weighs 8.34 pounds. How much would 6.5 gallons of water weigh? So for multiplying decimals, I just like to ignore the decimal at first. So here, to get rid of the decimal on 8.34, you want to move it 2 places. So that would be 2 decimal places for 8.34. And then for 6.5, you want to move it 1 decimal place. And now we can multiply our numbers. But you want to make sure to not forget that you took out the decimals, because if you do forget them, then your answer will be wrong. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2, that's going to give you 17. Sorry, that was an alarm. But anyway, 8 times 5 is 40, 40 plus 1 is 41, and then once again you're putting a 0 in the second row, and 6 times 4 is 24. You put the 4 here, put the 2 up here. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2, that gives you 20. And then 6 times 8 is 48, and 48 plus 2 is 50. So when you add all of these numbers, you would get, make sure to go left to right. And then that would get you 54 to 10. But since you took out 2 decimal points here and 1 decimal point here, that would give you 3 points. So that's where you want to put your decimal point that you had previously. And that would mean that your answer is actually 54.21. And, okay. Well, there's the same answer twice, but yeah, it would be B or C in this situation. And number 3. Emma is designing gifts for a party. She plans to put 12 candies in each bag and is preparing 24 bags. How many candies does she need in total? So she wants to put 12 candies in 24 bags. So the total number of candies would be 12 times 24. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. You want to put a 0 here. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. Add, and that would give you 2. So 288 candies in total. A rectangular garden is 15.5 feet long and 8.2 feet wide. What is the area of the garden? Now, area is width times length. Area was width times length. And so that would just mean that you need to do 15.5 times 8.2, but once again you want to ignore the decimals, so I would move this decimal one place and I would move this decimal one place, so I would get 155 times 82. And then we can put the decimals back after. 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 2 again is 10, but you want to add 1. 2 times 1 is 2, and then 2 plus 1 is 3. Put a 0 here. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 5 again is 40, plus 4 is 44. And then 8 times 1 is 8. And plus 4 is 12. And if you add all of these numbers, you would get 12,710. But remember that we put 2 decimal points to the side, so now we're going to add those back, and it would give us 127.1 square feet. A concert venue has 56 rows of seats, and each row contains 45 seats. If 1,620 tickets are sold, how many seats are still available? So first thing we want to do is find the amount of seats that are possibly available. And to find the number of seats available, we can do 56 times 45. And this would be 6 times 5, which is 30, 5 times 5, which is 25, plus 3, which is 28. Put the 0. 4 times 6, which is 24. And then 4 times 5, which is 20, plus 2, 22. That's 0. That's 12. And then 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. And then 2. So 2,520 is the total number of seats that's available, possibly available, but 1,620 tickets are sold. So that would mean that to find the number of seats still available, you would want to subtract. So that's 0, and 2 minus 2 is 0. 5 minus 6, we can't do that, or we can, but not, right? Like in this problem, or in this situation right now. So we would take out a 10 from 2, and then this would become 15. And that's 9, and that's 0. So the amount of seats available are 900. A city has 3,872 houses. Each house has 4 windows. How many windows are there in the entire city? So this one is just 3,872 times 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. 4 times 7 is 28. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 2 is 34. And 4 times 3 is 12. And 12 plus 3 is 15. So 15,488 are the total number of windows in the city. And that's it for the worksheet. Thank you for watching.